All right, welcome back to the platform. Let's talk about it for another episode. So glad to have this special guest with me today, and that is Miss Kim Shackelford, aka, as you can see, the college mom boss. Miss Kim has been a part of my life for years. She is a big inspiration and influence and supporting figure in my life, even helped me get to law school. So I do not take this episode lightly. Very happy to have you here, Miss Kim.
Thank you, Jasmine. Jas Lynn. Love it.
Yes. She's also a founder of Dormoney. As you can see, she has some nice flyers behind her, getting the promo out there. So happy to have you here. So we're here basically to give you an opportunity to explain and I'm excited to do this. And this was something that I remember when we first got started with this, and I was able to hear about it, and I was like, this is an amazing opportunity. So definitely happy to share with my audience about it. So first, I guess I would love to know what you would like to tell us about the program's mission, what it is, and the purpose behind you starting this as in general.
So, Dormony is very special to me. It has many facets. The main, I guess, goal is for students to get to life after high school. And if that means college or beyond for them, that they do not pay for a degree. That is the thing right there. Scholarships, I think up there you can see it says no student loans. The inspiration behind that is I was a victim of the student loan industry and it was a mess. And it's just ridiculous, $1.7 trillion and rising of student loan debt. And who wants to graduate with basically the equivalent of anywhere from a car note to a rent note to a mortgage note in a student loan? Yeah, like who wants to pay that, every month? And so when you're just getting your life started as a student, as a graduate. And so Dormony was birthed. And what it is basically the basic part of Dormony is students can create their own scholarships. You create your own scholarship. It is super easy. It's free. It'll always be free. You create your own scholarship, create your free account, create your own scholarships, and then you get a specialized link for that scholarship and you can blast it out. Social media, blast it out to family and their networks. We say, and you'll hear this maybe in some of my social media posts, like blast it out to friends and family. And then I'm like, friends, they're broke college students just like you. So maybe not pass it on to your friends, but they may know people, but pass it on to them so that they can see how it's done and how easy it is. And oh my gosh, I can do this too. But family, networks, aunt has networks, uncle has a book club, aunt has a sorority, pass it on. I mean, that link will take you places. So that's the basic part of Dormony. The website, dormony.ai, has where you can search for scholarships. And let me tell you, searching for scholarships. So you should know, Jas Lynn, that searching for scholarships is like a part-time job. It can be a full-time job even. And what I have found, now I've been doing this for over 26 years, coaching families and students and parents on this whole life after high school, college, career, life, whatever. And the most time consuming part of this entire process is essay writing, which I specialize in because I am serious about that written word. I'm just very serious, creatively and technically. The other part is searching for scholarships. It is there's so many scholarships out there. First of all, millions go unawarded every year. Millions. Like, let's tap into that millions, okay, students? But searching for a scholarship, you'll end up clicking on this link and then it'll take you to another link and then take you to another link and then it's a dead end or it's a bad link or Dormony.ai. I personally oversee the scholarships that go into this platform and this database. And I only require that the link take you directly to the scholarship organization. We're not playing here. We don't have time to click on this and then create an account just to apply. No, they want your information because they want to send you a bunch of spam emails and sell you stuff and have you enter scholarship contests, which is like the lottery. Those no essay contests. People, I guess, do win them, but it's like the lottery.
Yeah.
Okay. So the link on Dormony.ai leads you straight to where you can apply, straight to the organization that's giving out the money. So it's no deadlines that are missed. It's no misinformation. I have found so much misinformation clicking on some of these links. Now, that's not to take away from the websites like that will allow you to search for scholarships, or you'll get a dashboard or whatever you sign up to. Nothing to take away from them, but not all their links are good, and nobody has time to waste time in
Right.
getting money. So that's the other part of Dormoney, Dormoney.ai. And then there's scholarship results, which is amazing. Okay, so I just said scholarships is time consuming to search and apply. It could take hours just to apply to one scholarship. So I'm working with a company, Scholarship Results, that will do all that for you. So this program will apply for the scholarship. It will search for the scholarship for the student, apply for the scholarship for the student, and even help craft the winning essays, of course, because these are experts at writing for essays and for essay scholarship committees. And so that's the student literally has to fill out a survey. They fill out that survey, and then they'll get a meeting with one of the experts, one of them, where we will find out everything we need to know, if there's any gaps that have to be filled, so that we can go and get these scholarships. So that's it. And that's it. The next thing to know, the student either learns that they got it or they didn't. But how much time did they save? Like 10 scholarships, applying for them could take you in and out of school, in and out of your activities, your after school job. It could take you 2 weeks just to apply to 10 scholarships. And look how much time you spent. You probably missed deadlines. It actually is more than 2 weeks. So we did a little research. It's more than 2 weeks. 10 scholarships will probably take a student over a month to apply for
Mm-hmm.
because they have a life.
Mm-hmm.
Well, here, no. The scholarship results, you just fill out that survey. And it is the survey takes like 30 minutes. Don't think they're just like name, GPA, SAT score. Yeah, it's not just that. Like the people, the representatives, the experts have to know who you are so that they can put this information into the applications, craft the essays with you, go back and forth, boom, great essay. And the way the essays are crafted, the questions that are asked, the student is not spending hours on hours trying to come up with nothing, a blank Word document. They're sitting there staring at it like, how am I supposed to answer this question? The experts know, and I've done this, so they know what questions to ask to get that essay done just like that.
Yeah.
So all of it is about trying to ease the stress of parents and students through this whole process. You know how it is. You are a superstar law student, and you know all that it took to get you where you are. And it's like, and there's so much information out there. We just try to make life simpler. Not easy, but just simpler.
Yeah, no, that's amazing. And it's a brilliant idea, truthfully. That you kind of touched on it was trying to make not only parents but the students' lives easier. Or not easy, like you said, but
Right.
with more ease.
Well,
And
yeah.
um so that brings me to so your target audience, is it just high school? Is it undergrad? Is it graduate? Like who is it? Like you said, especially with both Dormany and with scholarship results individually, like who are the target audience for each?
So everybody, it's parents, of course, who are looking to ease that stress, who are looking to learn. And by parents, I mean some parents I have worked with have PhDs. So they've been through this process. They've been through higher education. But there still is so much, and it can be so overwhelming, even with one child. So those parents, which is all parents. And then, of course, middle school students, high school students, college students, and graduate level. Like a parent can create a Dormany account for their middle school student, their elementary school student. That money goes for college expenses, and and there's some things that Dormany is working on in order to maximize whatever money that parent raises for their elementary school student. So by the time they graduate, it's like, ooh, got everything plus some. Graduate level students, college students, high school, all of the services that Dormany offers, that the College Mom Boss offers, is for all students because you can never start too young. Like there's stuff that I have as the College Mom Boss that I have for elementary school students, and how you can work with your students to get them to where you think they can be in life until they express. Some little 5-year-olds will tell you in a second, I know what I want to be. I want to be a doctor, or I want to be a pediatrician or actress, or as my child said at 4 years old, America's Next Top Model, but because she's special.
We saw
So
that.
whatever it is, like there's ways to foster what your child has interest in. When you see those interests in your child as a young child, like foster that, because that could be their purpose. You never know, you know?
Yeah,
So
that's
all ages.
beautiful. That's beautiful, especially like you said, it's not just for higher education per se. Like these things can go towards trades like school or whatever the passions, whatever it people want to help create a foundation for the students postgraduate. Because like you mentioned, it is not easy out here. It is not easy out here. Not. It's not.
Being a big adult and everything, huh? It's like
Yeah,
my
college
parents
is a
told
bit
me.
cushion. I guess they were lying when they said it was a bit of a cushion. No, they were not.
Not at all.
Not at all. Not no lies were told. No lies. Yes. So okay. So with the you mentioned like okay, use your network, but is there any unique features that this has that these websites have that allow people who are looking to generate more opportunities to like widen or expand their network too, or to reach people maybe outside of their direct network?
So for you mean for Dormoney, like creating your own scholarship?
Correct.
Yes. So leveraging social media is a major, major thing. And it doesn't just have to be the student, because it's funny. I just talked to a student today that says, she said, I'm on social media, but I don't post a lot. There's some people that just don't. And I said, that's perfectly fine. But let's look at the other billion that do. So that's why you send that lead to your parents, your aunts, uncles, cousins, your teachers, whatever, whomever, because they have networks and then they have networks. And I mean, I see posts all the time about, hey, my student is going to school and support their scholarship. And I don't know directly who they are, but it was a friend of a friend that posted it and wanted to help out, their friend's child or something like that. So the network is vast. And if you think of GoFundMe, that is very much what this is, but it is specifically, especially, exceptionally, like this is only for college students and graduate level students. Well, for college education and graduate, I'll say that because it's for elementary all the way up. So this is something where if someone wants to say, hey, I want to support a student, they don't have to go through a whole bunch of other campaigns and stuff. And love GoFundMe, but this you can directly impact a student right then and there. You don't have to look for what you have to look for, because everyone is on Dormoney because they're trying to get scholarship money.
Yeah, no, that's amazing to bolster that for me personally, especially with everybody, especially hearing talking to people today and just hearing what's going on politically, and I'll leave it there. People
Right there.
to understand it, got it. But the community is so important. Post COVID, scientists talk about it all the time. Like people are not as connected anymore and things like that. You definitely, I encourage people to use these resources to leverage your resources,
Hmm.
leverage these social media platforms instead of just letting it take up your data and your time.
That's good. That's good.
Literally, use leverage, please. Yeah, so community is more important, I would say, than it has been in such a long time, and it's so prevalently obvious as to why.
Hmm.
So, I guess I know you mentioned Dormony.ai, and I'll ensure to make sure to have the links to both of these websites, scholarshipresults.com as well as Dormony. But is there anywhere that people can find you and find this information and access this information easily for them?
Absolutely. So there's quite a few, of course. Dormoney.ai, that website will take you everywhere that Dormoney does. So the searching for scholarships, scholarship results, downloading the app. Did I mention that? I should have mentioned that. The Dormoney is an app. Of course, it's a mobile app. It's right there. A few taps, you have a scholarship. Go get your money. The other thing about Dormoney is it's subscription based. So you can do a one-time scholarship, right? So, one time scholarship. I have a student who is going to major in computer science and he wants all new technology when he goes to college. So, he put a $3,000 scholarship for a laptop. And so, someone could just donate a little bit or the whole 3,000. Go support David Shackelford. Go do that. And then you can do subscription based. So, let's say you have $5,000 left over for the semester that they're expecting your parents to pay. Okay, on paper, it looks like your parents can pay. Sure, they can write a check at the beginning of the semester for $5,000. Well, that's on paper. In reality, they have two other children in college. With the FAFSA doesn't consider that anymore. That you have other children in college. So they have other children in college. They have two children at home that they're trying to feed. Hello, we like to eat. And so in reality, on paper, it may look like a parent can write a check for $5,000 in the beginning of the semester, but not really. So what Dormoney has is subscription based. So let's say you want to say, hey, look, college, I can do a monthly plan of $1,000. You can do a $1,000 a month scholarship. So when it's time to make that tuition payment, you have that $1,000 because you're getting money monthly. So someone can send you $100 a month. Well, you get 10 people to do that. You have your monthly tuition payment, or you can do weekly. Let's say now we're not doing a weekly tuition payment of $1,000 because we know that's not true. So students, make it reasonable. But let's say you live off campus, transportation. There's a transportation scholarship, and you can create. You pick the category. So if you're going to study abroad, pick your study abroad category. If you need transportation, if you need medical, okay, there's older students. You offer your parents insurance plan now, and you need to go see the doctor.
About it. Talk
Yeah,
about it.
you
Yes.
need healthcare, and there's students, maybe you need iron infusions. I know that sounds weird, but I had that years ago. But that,
Yeah.
so what if you're a graduate level student, you don't have insurance through your parents anymore, you need to go see a doctor, you have co-pays weekly from going to get a treatment for whatever. So there's many ways you can craft those scholarships. So Dormoney.ai will take you to all of those things that I said. For me, I'm on social media, and then of course Dormany is on all the socials. I'm the College Mom Boss. I am on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. I'm by my name, but it all goes from my Instagram and my TikTok, YouTube channel. Everything is at the College Mom Boss, and you can email me, Kimberly at thecollegemomboss.com, because I get information. I just love helping students. Okay, and there's there's nothing that will stop me from assisting a student. Okay. Of course, this is my business. Okay. The College Mom Boss. But it doesn't mean I'm not going to say, somebody's not going to ask me a question. Yeah, but how can I really like do well with my essays? And that'll be $10.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not
Mm-hmm.
doing that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I get emails. I got an email yesterday and I just put some information in there. I got a text message. And I'm like, tell them to do this. I'm just always trying to help. But what I have learned after all these 20 some years is I have stuff, just like I have just files and files and files of stuff and notebooks. So I know when a student or a parent asks me a question, I'm able to help. But yeah, those are the ways to get in touch. Those are the ways to get to Dormany and all that it has to offer. And we're just trying to make sure parents have less stress. Students get this money. Students live their dreams. To me, and I talked to another student today, it was really cute, little high school student. And she asked me, I'm telling her, giving her advice on what she has to do, her next step. She's a senior. This is what you should be doing, going after the money, maximize your Dormany account, go search for those scholarships. Like as a senior at this point, you're just waiting for those acceptances.
Okay.
So I'm thinking she's going to ask me something about what she has to do, one of her tasks. And she goes, I want to ask you a question. She said, just today, special. Her name is Justice. Love her. And she said, what what makes you do what you do? Like why
Yeah.
do you do this?
Yeah.
And she said, because you're so easy to talk to. And it was so cute. And I'm just sitting there like stunned, like I was ready, to pull out the notebook in my head to give her some answers about a scholarship or an essay or,
Mm-hmm.
networking. I told her how to network. She wants to go to FAMU, so I told her how to network to get there and get the money. I do all that. And I just said, you know what? It's my passion.
Yeah.
Like there's not a young person that I don't. To me, this is my number one thing, and I feel like this with my children too. 5 children, yes. I call all my students my geniuses, and
Yeah.
then my children, my biological children, I call them my original geniuses. So my
Yes.
OGs. 4 adults and 1 a freshman in high school.
Yes. I can't believe a freshman in high school that
Isn't
age.
that amazing?
That
So
aged me.
you
Uh,
feel you feel
yes. Oh my gosh. I remember Mickey when he was literally a little in blues walking with his
right,
behind his back. So cute.
right.
But no,
Love it.
yes, but no, that's
So
amazing.
yeah, so it's just I just love it. I love it. I love it. And this is the way I see young people, okay? And adults too, because there's adults going back to school, but this is the way I see young people. And I don't care where I see them. The grocery store clerk, in the store, walking home from school that I work with personally on my cheer team. I see everything that they can do. So whatever you want to do, and that's one of the first questions I asked you. What do you see yourself doing for the rest of your life? And it could be multiple things. Where if money wasn't even an object, you would wake up every morning and say, I can't wait to get up and get started to go do X or Y. Whatever that is, you can do it. That's it. That's the post. Retweet, whatever.
Drop my literally.
Whatever, there is nothing that is stopping you. The sky is the limit. You just have to get out there and be bold and do it. And that's what I see in every young person. I don't care what it is. I had a student that said, I want to travel the world speaking at conferences. That is exactly what she's doing right now, getting paid like $10,000, $15,000 a pop just to speak over in Thailand for an hour.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to do, you can do it. And because I see that in students, then I just try to do whatever I can to get them there.
Yeah, no, and as a witness of this passion that she speaks of, like she means what she says, okay? Because I mean, like I said, you've always supported me and pushed me, and always even wanting to come join me on my podcast. Like I do not take these things lightly at all. I do not. So I really do hope people take advantage of this resource. It's an amazing opportunity. We love free 99. We love free 99. It's free. It costs you nothing but a little bit of your time. And we already said you be scrolling on the social, giving your time up for foolishness anyway. I mean, I'm not talking to anyone or anything. I'm just speaking real. So
That's it. That's what this podcast is.
yeah, yeah, literally. Let's talk about it now. Let's talk
Talk about
about
it.
it.
Let's talk about it. Can we
Yeah.
talk about one more thing though? Can we talk?
Yes, please, please.
Okay. Did you apply for that scholarship that I sent you?
No. And it's crazy. I was gonna end this off and be like, you know what? I'm not gonna lie. I'm over here like, yes, take advantage. I'm talking to myself.
Right.
I have not, and it's funny when you were saying like, oh, a student may be able to get maybe roughly 10, if they 10 maybe in a month. The way my life is set up, I know for a fact I'm barely getting out one or two, if that. And that's if I'm like on top of my game.
Right.
Like that's like my A game level because of just how demanding things are for me right now. So
Yeah, absolutely.
definitely we need to be taking advantage of this resource. So she will be hearing from me. Look, she will be hearing from me after this.
Absolutely.
I know about these things, and as young people, I can speak for young people. We can discount our resources to think like, oh, this is just another task, or this is just another thing that I'll pour my energy into, and then it can lead to like minimal reward. But I think the difference between that is she has explicitly expressed her passion for this, and knowing that someone is as passionate about that as you are about yourself, like that should be enough to come on over here and get you. Yeah, so yeah, yes, but I love that you talked to me on that because I actually am gonna write that down.
And if you need help, essay or whatever, just hit me up. You
Yes,
got me. I got you.
thank you. Love you. Always love this Kim. Always love this Kim. But no, I guess before we close out, I wanted to make sure I asked. You did already ask me if you could ask me one more thing, but I wanted to make sure you had an opportunity to leave the listeners with anything. If you got nothing else, get this softball pitch if you have one to leave the people with.
Yeah, this is what I'll leave everyone with is that it does not matter, again, what you want to do. It does not matter your age, it doesn't matter your stage in life. If that is your passion, I promise you, God placed that in you, that purpose in you for a reason, and it is what you can do to make an impact for the rest of your life. And nothing should stop you. There is nothing. This is the little tip I'll leave as regards that. You may have a big goal. I want to do this, be this, earn this much, make this, create this business and have franchises all around, or just a global, international bit, whatever it is. That sounds so big.
Mm-hmm.
If you can, every day, but I definitely say every single week, you should be doing something to get toward that goal. And I don't care what it is. Take the small goals that lead to that big goal, and just, I don't care. It could be research. I told a student the other day, if you want to be a child psychologist, then just do a research YouTubers who have subjects around child psychology. That's a goal. That's your goal for the week. Find those and just start listening to a few of those YouTube, videos. That's your goal. Because every time you accomplish something, this is physiologically true. Chemicals in your brain just spark, and it motivates you to do something else positive or good. And so now you're just creating that consistently. And every time you accomplish a goal, that triggers in your brain. Okay. Every time you accomplish a next goal, it triggers in your brain. And that's just your path for success. So every day, if you can, or every week, do something toward that big picture goal that you have for yourself.
Amen. And don't let limiting thoughts keep you from doing so.
Ever,
No,
ever.
we can't afford to get in our own way anymore. When we have people like this who are willing to pour into us and give us these resources to leverage for our success. So, on that note, thank you so much for joining me.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me. This is such an honor.
It is, it is. I can't wait to actually send you my scholarship stuff. So we can, I can practice what I preach, child. Practice what I preach. Yes, yes, yes. But as I always say to everyone who joined us, thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing this space with us. Please don't feel free to reach out to either one of us regarding this if you have any questions. And as I always say, stay safe, stay well, and stay you. Until next time.